Turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the sentence I'm speaking to you now. Turn them off.
Greetings, people. We are back. We have a familiar face with us. Can you introduce yourself for people that may not know you?
It is Magditas. I am here. Hello. How are you? Friends, Romans, countrymen.
Yeah, she was she was prepping to be on tour with SWV and Escape, but things fell through. So she's here. The tour is canceled.
Baby, I am the opening act, headliner, and after party. They weren't trying to hear it, so here I am. Sorry.
And Courtney is on brief hiatus, and by brief hiatus, I mean she is currently binge watching Yellowjackets, and when she is caught up to season 2, she will join us. But let's get into episode 1, which is do you remember the title of episode 1?
Friends, Romans, countrymen.
Yeah, what a sick inside joke, and we'll tell you why later. But
yeah, we will.
So yeah. Overall, what you think about the opening of season 2? How did it feel for you?
Yellowjackets was gone, feels like, for a very, very, very long time. And I know it was a long time because when we do our year-end TV shows, I was going to do Yellowjackets last year, even though it started in what year is this, 2023? It started in 2021, right?
Actually, no. Yellowjackets had the quickest turnaround I've ever seen from a TV show, because the moment they dropped season 1, they were filming season 2 because they're like, we're going to get this out right away. So I'm actually the opposite. Like, I'm surprised they returned like this quickly.
It's because you're used to 2 years now. But I'll say all that to say, I was very excited that it came back and it didn't waste time giving us what it ended off. Like the cliffhanger with Lottie and all of that good stuff, and Nat being kidnapped, they picked right up with it. And I appreciate that a lot. And one of the things I like most about the show, I think, is how it's paced, because I usually detest flashbacks running. I hate them. I hate flashbacks, forward, side, whatever. I just hate it. I really like for my story to be linear. But the way they are doing this is magnificent. I don't think I've seen anybody do it as well as they are, because I'm never upset when it goes to either one. Right. I guess because it's a mystery in both timelines. Right. Kind of. Yeah. What about you? Did you like it?
Yeah, it seems like a continuation. Like they really jumped right back into it. I think they're doing the thing where they're like, okay, we're going to answer your questions from last season, but we're also going to like introduce new questions for you to ask to kind of keep it going. So like you said, the pacing was like very good. This is like, it seems like funnier than it used to be, which was a nice touch. Like, I do think you do need a little bit in there to kind of break up the other stuff. But yeah, overall, like, great pacing. Glad to be back. So, which timeline do we want to start in? Present?
You already know where I want to start. You already know.
Well, go ahead.
My name is Ear Hustler. We're going back to the wilderness.
Okay. Yeah. We're going back to,
Okay. So what did they trick you? Okay, I say trick you. They fooled me. I really thought that they had gone back to them having a discussion while Jackie was alive. And that we just missed it. And it was just, also just showing us, hey, this is what they would talk about while they were there. They squashed whatever the situation was with Jeff. They talked it out before she died. Oh, no. That's not what happened at all. And seeing Jackie sitting there frozen was like, was it supposed to be funny? Because it was.
It was. So the laugh I let out,
it wasn't not funny.
the laugh I let out was like oh, this is messed up laugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like different like laughs, and my laugh was like,
oh wait, she's still dead, and she's frozen, and it's been 2 months. 2 months. That's what freaked me out.
I mean,
I missed that the first time. I watched it again because I was just trying, just trying to figure out some stuff that I didn't pay attention to. And they said it's been 2 months. I'm like, 2 months? 2 months? And I know that she's like I get it. She's preserved. It's almost like she's in the freezer. I'm sorry. It's almost like she's in the freezer. She technically is in the freezer though, right? Like,
oh, she is in the freezer. Yeah, yeah.
But still, so she's been having these conversations with her for 2 months.
Yeah.
And they trust her with that food?
Because, all right, so she is in like a shed for some reason.
The meat shed.
And I'm going to guess they're preserving her body for the spring so they can give her a proper burial. I'm going to just extrapolate here.
Ground soup cold. Yeah.
Yeah, based on The Last of Us, But they have her next to like the actual meat they're consuming, which is going to I was going to save this for the end of the recap, but the title of episode 2 is called Edible Complex. So they have her in the same storage as like the actual meat that they're supposed to be eating.
Real meat.
Yeah. So
okay. All right, let's go. We don't have to save it for the end just because they did. All right, whole point is the girl's ear fell off.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, because it's been 2 months, I'm thinking, well, maybe she's doing that weird thing where like she's putting her back together. Like, if something falls off, she'll sew it back on. She'll lick it and put it back on there, let it freeze. I don't know. I don't know. So I saw her put it in her pocket, but I'm thinking, I thought she was pulling something out of her pocket. When she put it in her pocket and nothing else came out, I'm like, oh no, she's just going to keep the girl's ear. And then she ate it, Ronnie. Like, let's go and put it out there. Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because my feelings for Shauna have not changed. I've never seen it for Shauna. If y'all want to go back and listen to, did we do this before? Or maybe we were just talking. I don't know if we recorded.
We did. Yeah.
Okay. Go back and listen and you'll see that I've never been a fan of Shauna. Like, I just don't fuck with her like that. And we can see why. I've always thought that she was a bad friend. And not just because she was the less popular of the two, but I never felt like Jackie made her feel any kind of way. Shauna just that's how she was. It's not like Jackie was like, well, you have to wear these hand-me-downs and you can't be around me and I have to be the most popular of the two of us. Shauna just settled into that because that's how she is. And Jackie didn't stop it because that's how she is. So I never saw Jackie as a bad friend. And I also saw, Shauna's always been messed up to me because obviously she's got a gut full of Jeff's baby. So there's that. But now I won't call it early because it's early. But it's pretty clear she's the reason they started eating people, right? Right? Like, it has to be her.
The first one to take it there. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So
yeah. And she did it like just on her own, like out of like very morbid curiosity.
Ronnie, she ate 2-month-old frozen ear.
Yeah.
That's what she ate. She ate. And like a part of me is like, okay, like just try to think about it. They are starving. Clearly they're starving. And they have to ration the food. But I also remember that she's pregnant. And when you're pregnant, well, you don't know, but you've heard. When you're pregnant, you crave weird things. I've never craved flesh, but I've also never been in a situation where that was an option, even a thought to be an option for me to eat. I'm just trying to give her something. I don't like her, but I'm trying to give her something because I just don't know what kind of impulse makes you say, oh, let me eat this 2-month-old frozen ear.
Maybe it reminded her of a Pringle. I don't know. Like maybe Pringles saw her craving.
Yeah.
I mean, she just popped her right in. She just
Pringles though, like specifically Pringles. It's
Yeah.
that's how you do it. Pop it in there.
Yeah.
So I think not only because she ate the ear, she's the first one that we've seen consume flesh. I'm assuming she's the first one, but she's also responsible for their food. I have a feeling she's just gonna do it. She's not gonna tell them. She's just gonna sneak it in there. Maybe like gradually, even like maybe you know what I'm saying, how you make a some people make a nice bolognese. They do one part beef, one part maybe lamb or turkey. I think that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna do like one part deer and one part Jackie. Just kind of mix in there.
They're gonna be like, where did all this venison come from? And she's gonna be like, just keep eating.
And then, so is somebody gonna? If you had to guess, how will they find out? Is she gonna tell them? Is somebody gonna notice that Jackie's body is missing, or is it just gonna be one of those situations where she does it over time and then they're like, wait a minute?
Because so we're to assume that she's now gonna go to like the proverbial snack cabinet every time like she wants something, right? Like, oh, ear this time finger, like so. That and somebody's
gonna fall off next, right? Or the other ear.
Yeah, the digits. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, a lot of Jackie sure is disappearing."
Yeah, where are Jackie's hands? Where are her thing? And again, she can't blame it on her just being, like her decaying because she's in the freezer.
Yeah, she's petrified. Yeah,
she's in the freezer, so it's not like they're just gonna be like, "Oh, well, her digits fell off because this decay and it's hot out here and she's it's rested or whatever." But I think somebody's gonna notice. But I think at that point they will have eaten so much, or they will be starving to the point where they don't care.
And for the record, we know they all do it because, like, going back to like their little Antler Queen ritual in season 1, like we all see them like under their hoods, like and plus we see the girl fall into the pit too. Like a girl fall into the pit and then
because they chased her to the pit though. Like that's the thing. It's not like they're eating each other. Like what was the soccer team Alive? Oh, I didn't even make that connection till right now. The actual soccer team, or was it rugby? The one that crashed. They crashed in the wilderness and they ate each other, but only after the people had perished. That's who they ate. They didn't kill each other. I think it was a soccer team. Was it a soccer team? But either way, that's not going to be it. I think it's just going to be they're going to get to a point where they actually crave the taste of it, maybe. And they're going to want more of it, and they're going to need more of it, and they're going to just eat each other. And how are they going to choose? Weakest links, whoever doesn't join the cult? Like, how does it work?
Yeah,
pick straws. Like, how do you decide? Okay, it's you this time.
I mean, naturally, it's gonna be like some us versus them thing because we do know, like, at the very least, like it's like upperclassmen versus like lower, like like freshmen. So we know that much. So
yeah, poor singing doll. And by the way, Alive, it was a rugby team. They crashed in the Andes. It was in 19 something. I don't know what year, but that's what happened. And that's what they had to do to survive. But anyway, I think too, you had a bold take about the Antler Queen. You want to give it now?
No, I'm going to keep that in my pocket, but I'm going to say that, like, almost in like a Breaking Bad type way, I feel like this show is going to like basically make you ask, like, is that like dormant, innate, like darkness that lies within you? Like, if you get dropped in a certain situation, will it come out? So the people that we see like every day, like the mother in the grocery store, like if they get dropped in like the literal weird wilderness, will it make the real person they are come out? So that's all I'm gonna say.
Because that has to be in you, right? It doesn't.
Right.
Because I'm not a person that doesn't believe people can change. I 100% believe people can change, and I don't understand why people say that they can't. I think people do change. I think actually people should change over time, but I do think sometimes people become worse people over time. I don't think you're always bad and then it just comes out. I think you become a bad person. Just like sometimes when people have their heart broken, they become terrible. Or when something good happens to them, they become better. So I think people change. But I do think there has to be something inside of you that decides this is what I'm going to do and actually do it. Like to kill somebody for survival, of course, that's just fight or flight, right? But to decide I have to kill you to survive, who are the people that say, yeah, I'm going to kill you? Doesn't matter what type of person you are, doesn't matter what you have to go home to, doesn't matter what you have to live for. I have to live because it's me. So you have to die. How many of them, and those have to be the people that survived, right? They have to be. And we already know Misty's one of them. Like that's a given. So the rest of them that came back have to be. So that means Shauna, Lottie, Ty, Misty. Is that all of them? Nat.
Well,
and then,
Travis.
That's who we know from last. And then Travis, yeah. And then we know now that, of course, one more survived because she'll be here this season. And that's Van. But like we looked back and we were trying to see if they showed us how many people came back. There was a reporter that specifically asked how many came back and they didn't answer. And they kind of made it vague when they were showing the girls getting on a plane. They never let us see all of them and how many it were, going in there because they kept focusing on Lottie. So I'm curious to see how many actually made it back. I wish I knew the actual number of how many were on the plane. Like including, Coach and Javi and the pilot, all of it. I wish I knew like the total number of people who crashed on this plane and how many came back from that, because it can give us a good idea how many people they ate. They're not going to go back and get the coach. I'm sure he's writing all the people from the crash. They're done, right?
Yeah. And
at this point, it's been several months, almost a year at this point, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I guess we'd have to gauge on how big Shauna is. And she didn't look like she wasn't showing that much. So it might still be the fairly early stages. I guess. I don't know. Because they were there 19 months. That is a very, very, very long time. A very long time running. And if they were running out of food before the first year, that means they were eating people for at least a year, right? At least.
But, so we know that happens, but I still what I can say is there's something or somebody else like out there.
She got a light skin friend.
Yeah. There's.
I meant to ask you, could that be Javi?
That's what I was thinking.
You think so?
That's what I was thinking. So
I think
so what we're referencing in like both the season 1 and season 2 title sequence, it's replicating like how a VHS tape used to look, like the head clog. So you don't quite get to see the picture, but you see someone and like their face is like pale white and they have like long black hair. And you see this person in like both like title sequences. Who could it be? We don't know, but it's somebody.
Who we've been looking for this whole episode.
Yeah. So possibly Javi. Who knows? We'll see.
Now, keep in mind, we also said Adam could have been Javi. So just take what we say and run it.
But it was actually revealed that they changed that twist in the last minute. So that's why it seemed like it was heading that way. So we were technically right.
Technically right. I'm gonna take the win. I say we were right. They just, flipped the script, put the yang down, flipped it, and reversed it. You're right. Now, let's go. Since we're on Shauna, let's go ahead and go to her daughter, because I think she's gonna blow up their spot. She found
the driver's license.
Why does she hate her mom so much? I mean, I know why I hate her mom, but why does she hate her mom? Is it because it seems like more than just teenage angst? It seems like she really just doesn't like her, even before she found out about the affair.
Mm-hmm.
So, is she just a bad mom, or what? Or is she just a shitty daughter?
No, I would say yes. Like, I think we saw signs even before like the incident that they had a bad relationship, but now like real justification is there. So yeah, I don't think I don't even think like she's a good mother. Yeah.
Okay, and I believe it. I mean, because obviously she had the one child. We don't know where that baby is. We don't know. And then she's had this other one, and she's been with Jeff this whole time. So, who knows? Because that child would be.
Yeah, I was about to say, thanks for mentioning that the timeline does not match up. So that's not the same.
Yeah, that's not the same girl.
Yeah.
Because it's been 25 years. So that baby would be 24 at the least, at least 24. So yeah, it can't be that girl. So there's a baby somewhere, either out in the wilderness or.
Wait. How old is Adam?
See, I thought it, and I just Let's not, because he could very well. Let's not. Where we going?
Okay, moving on. Yeah.
Moving on. We're not gonna pull an old boy. It's not gonna happen. We're just gonna keep going, move past it.
Yeah.
Don't let the thought creep back into your mind. Although it is here, it's always here. It's been right here for a while.
I mean,
it has.
Yeah.
It has. Tell me about the message board that Misty's on. What's that about? Because I was looking at it, and it looks like it's about Adam. But what was that last message? I couldn't quite figure out what was happening.
All right. Oh, yeah. Thanks for mentioning that. So it seems like just a citizens detective, like Reddit thread. So where they talk about cases. So somebody basically said they were able to pull his credit card his credit card statement, which shows like La Perla lingerie. It shows the hotel room expenses. So this person is asking where's the girlfriend. So Misty was keeping a lookout on this thread to see if like somebody was like piecing together like any loose threads. And when she saw that, she was like, okay, there's somebody out here that knows more than I do, and she's going to befriend that person. And matter of fact, I'm like 99% sure it's going to be Elijah Wood's character.
She's probably going to kill him too, right? Because I mean, we've seen her do it. Like she's done it before, so it is what it is.
Probably so. Yeah.
Poor Elijah. Okay. Well, interesting. All right. Well, I guess before anything else, you want to touch on Lottie a little bit? I mean, it's really not much. I'm glad that they actually showed us, like immediately showed us, okay, this is Lottie. This is what happened when she got back. This is what she's doing now. All of that immediately, because we did see a lot of her last season, but it was always young Lottie, and we didn't know anything past what she was doing when she got home. So it was nice to immediately say, okay, y'all, we've held out long enough. Here it is. This is Lottie. What do you think of her?
So what they're doing with her is trying to make you decide, like, is she having some type of like mental episode, or does she actually have like these like healing powers, or maybe like some clairvoyance or something? Because they make sure to show us like in the past where like Javi's blood is flowing, I'll say that, and she's able to like calm him down by like putting her hand on his chest, and like he's immediately able to like start breathing again. And then they show her like in the present day like kind of doing the same thing to like the people on her like commune. So this is her thing, but she went through a lot because she received shock therapy, which I want someone to fact check that to see if that was still a thing in the 90s.
In 1998, yeah. 98. Just the 90s, 1998.
Right. But yeah, she goes through shock therapy. She is institutionalized, but when she gets out, she still thinks she has like this gift, and people think so because she has like a large following.
But she had it. She thought she had it even before the crash, though, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would be interested to know. I'm with you. I would like to sooner than later, I guess, know whether this is supernatural or if it is just delusions of grandeur. And I guess they could push it. I mean, they could stretch it out, and I don't think it would hurt too much. I'm just curious. I just want to know. That's all it is.
See, the only reason why I think there might be like a layer of like something else here is I can't remember the really religious girl name, but she had that vision. And then like she got on the airplane. Yeah. And then the airplane blew up.
That's to me, I agree. That's the one thing that I think is going to be hard to explain away. Although they can just say it was a freak accident. Like, who knows how old the plane was? She got in the air and the engine failed and it blew, whatever else. They could explain it away, but that's the only thing I'm with you that's like legit, almost like this shows that she sees something.
Mm-hmm.
Something. She sees it because, I mean, she saw it and it happened. So It is what it is. Speaking of seeing things, Ty.
Yeah.
Do you, flat out, just ask, yes or no? Do you think she would kill her wife? Yes or no?
Yes.
You have to take a beat. I'm concerned for her. Yeah, I'm concerned for her because, like, not only is Thaisa, not only does she have her family that's at stake, her son, but she's got this high position that she just won. It was a Senate. She's going to sign some kind of Senate position.
Yeah.
So, like, her wife threatening her, I immediately thought, please don't do that. Like, just don't do that. And I know you love her. I believe she loves you, but don't do that because Ty might not be the one that ends you. It might be Bizarro Ty or sleepwalking Ty, whatever else. Because she does things clearly that she does not remember. Like, she legit sleep. Well, she's another person. So she's just out of it. And she does things and she wakes up and it's kind of like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because when she was kissing Van,
yeah,
and they revealed that she was, asleep. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. So Van, I guess in a very romantic way, like ties herself to Ty, but we see like around her wrist, like almost like rope burns because Ty is trying to like escape in the middle of the night.
And it's not as beautiful as she's trying to make it.
Right.
Yeah. It's like Van's trying to make it like, well, when you're with me, you have no need to run away. When in actuality, no, you can't run just because I'm not letting you. You still trying.
Right.
You're still trying very hard. Actually.
You're still trying, yes.
I don't know, Ronnie.
But you know who I'm worried about the most? Like that new dog.
Oh yeah. Because
she was like, I'm not gonna do this to you. Like the fact that you even gotta say that, like.
But I don't even know if she said I'm not going to do it. I think she said I'm going to try. I'm going to try harder with you or something like that. And I'm like, what you mean try?
No, yeah. She said I'm going to try hard. Yeah, she does say I'm going to try harder with you.
What you mean try? Now let's do. Right? Yeah. What Yoda said? There is no try. Let's do. Let's not sacrifice this puppy, please.
Poor little Biscuit. Yeah.
Poor Biscuit. He's a good boy. Yeah. Poor Biscuit. What do you think about Lottie saying she has a message for Nat from Travis? Is that a message from before Travis expired, or is she talking about some sort of other blood magic cults away? I spoke to him on a spiritual realm thing.
I mean, I'm gonna, so maybe just like the way I read it, like I think that scene in there, like in the past, is leading to like a conflict like between like Nat and Lottie in the past, because obviously like maybe Travis is gonna start leaning Lottie more. But I also think like in the present day they were closer. Um so it's almost like maybe like Lottie was like and a good red herring for like season one. Like, and we think she's the antagonist, but maybe there's like something else that like left the island with them. And Lottie and Travis were like just close. And now she's like, well, because we were cool, I actually have a message from him for you because, you two weren't talking. But yeah, I say all to say, I think they were close, like in the present day timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave a message to her.
Okay. But for Nat.
Right.
Okay. All right. And just to put it out there, you do not think he died from suicide, right?
Nope.
You think he was murdered?
Yeah, now that I can say for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. All right. Well, that's about how much all I have. I think. I'm trying to think of anything else. They're totally going to eat the girl that sings. Like, she's probably going to be next. I think it's interesting, and you brought this up to me before, that they're introducing all these new girls just to kill them off. Because that's definitely what's going to happen. Like, they're introducing us these girls that are going to get eaten.
Which seems like jarring if you weren't really like paying attention in the first season, but they were always there. We just never like.
They just didn't have a storyline.
Yeah, we just spend time with them, but now we get to know them just so we can put them in the pot. Yeah.
Bless. I'm edible. What's the next one? Edible what?
Edible complex.
We're gonna see. I think the things that I'm looking forward to the most this season. I feel like Javi's gonna be a big part. And I thought that last season, but I think he's really gonna make an appearance this one. Dead or alive, whatever. I'm not as interested in Lottie as I thought I was gonna be. Like I really just.
Yeah, like I said, that was a great reveal for like season one. But now that like she's here, I feel like I don't know. I guess we gotta see what more is there for her. So yeah.
The weird thing though, I keep saying she seems passive, like they weren't burying a man alive, so they're still doing some weird shit. So it's like,
right.
I guess it's just since it's not eating people, it doesn't feel as bad. But she's totally the cult leader, so I mean, she's still probably not a good person. Sorry, I mean, cults usually aren't good, especially when you're burying people alive and wearing animal masks and doing blood rituals or whatever else. I guess to see what's going to happen with Shauna, because something's definitely going to, because her daughter's going to do something. She found a picture, but she's going to do something. I think she's going to do something stupid too.
So yeah, her daughter's going to do something. She like didn't cover her tracks at all, so that too.
But you know what? It could be one of those situations where she's out to get Shauna and she's going to do, something stupid, and then Jeff's going to end up paying for it. Yeah.
I can see that.
That's what I think it's going to be. And then she's really going to hate her because her dad's going to go away. So, I don't know. I hope there's something more to Adam, though. Like, even if they just tell us who he was, I want to see why he was so obsessed with her. Because it's obvious he knew she was a yellow jacket. And I don't know if he was telling the truth about whether he knew before or after, but it almost felt like he seeked her out. No, Ronnie, no, don't. No. I reject it. And if y'all can't see his face, he's making a face that says Adam is the baby that Shauna was carrying, and I reject it because I just don't want it to be so, because it's gross. I'm sorry. Okay. They say mothers and their children have a bond, don't they?
If you're born in 1998, how old would you be today?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, yeah, you said 25, but yeah. So we are. I think we're going to put a pin in things here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Catch us when we recap episode 2, Edible Complex, which just tossing it out there is kind of. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Peace.